set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First play and a first throw for Rodgers.
And his first look is incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
And he's going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Throwing is Rodgers.
That's taken in by Watson.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Ball on the 8, second and 2.
Rodgers to throw once more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on third and 2. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 34. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first and 10, here's Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Over here.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. After 1, 7-0 on the A-Spurs. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To throw, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. From way up at the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got Edwards-Helaire on the out route. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
An extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 27, Rodgers. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 17-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah,
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Rasul Douglas picks it.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara.
Touchdown, Packers!
Josiah DeGuara
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now Crosby for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From way up at the 23.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game started the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 9.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And again, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now Mahomes runs over it. Again, powerful running. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They get 25 yards out of that one. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's first and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Rodgers to throw. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes rolling to his right, finding Kelsey, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get